Welcome back to the Heart and Home channel. I'm just getting over a little bit of a head cold, but I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm ready to get back into action here on the Barndominium build. And so this week I think I'm going to be finishing up this side of the roof and then probably getting a start on the back side, and so that'll be pretty exciting. On a really good week, I think I could do about 16 sheets. Expect we'll get about halfway done this week on the back side. And so I'm really excited for that. Really excited to get back to start working on the wall framing. I really want to get dried in. That's going to make me feel a lot better once we get our side steel up and all that stuff. So hopefully we get pretty far into that. We'll see. Yeah, no time to waste. Let's get going. Now that we got all the full sheets done, we just have this last little sliver here left to do. I'm gonna pull out a full sheet and then measure exactly how long that needs to be, and then we will rip that into two and put that one up. So we'll do that, but everything else is going really smooth, so we'll have this done here in not too long, and then we'll start squaring up the other side. I got my two pieces cut here. This one over here is going to go on the front side, and then this one over here is going to be the one I start on the back with. Now I did cut a little extra section off of this one here just so I could have one of the ribs closer to the end wall, and that is so that I can more easily guarantee that I'm not going to have any interference with my corner trim on the top. So hopefully that works out. I know I'll still have enough just because obviously, you know, this piece is bigger than this one, so I've got the same amount of pieces on the back as I do for the front, and so that should all work out pretty good. So now what I got to do is bend up like a 1/4 inch on this edge here. That way if any rain does get underneath my corner trim, that it all gets taken to the bottom of the roof without leaking into my envelope anywhere there. Alright, so that worked out pretty good. It's definitely not like the prettiest thing in the world. There's definitely better tools that you can use for this type of task. They have like little wheel things that you roll back and forth a bunch of times, and it gives you a really nice crease. But I couldn't really justify an expensive tool like that for this one, just because, you know, I'm only gonna do a handful of these type of tasks, and so it takes a bit longer, but definitely got the job done, and this is all gonna get covered up by trim anyway, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Sweet, we are halfway done now. I am super duper excited about that. I think that with the pace that we're going now, we'll have to see exactly how fast I'm able to go now that I can't do the same method, given that I have nowhere to put my ladder underneath. I think I'm gonna have to put some scaffolding up over here so I can just climb to the top each time. So that'll be kind of interesting. So that wasn't too bad. The time that I lost going up and down the scaffolding here to get to the back, I think was counteracted by the time that I gained not having to go up and down the ladder as things got hung up in the middle, just because I'm higher up, so I can pull them up and over that obstacle. So overall, I think this is gonna work out pretty good. And now I'm just gonna put those screws on, and I'm excited because tonight we are getting our solution that we have been hinting at, and excited to show you guys that later on. Okay, so I just learned that I made a boo-boo. I have been putting closure strips at both the bottom here and at the top, and the instructions only call for at the bottom. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I'm going to wrap up on the sheet metal over there for today and close that off, and then prep the bubble wrap that is down and doesn't have anything over the top of it by putting some boards on top so that doesn't fly away, and then we'll just wait and see what happens from there. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing as I am working through all this is that typically I have a much more frustrating time when this angle here does not match my roof angle. And I think that that's because it's like bending in a way where it's pointing the tip into one of the purlins, and that just keeps me from being able to pull it up. So if you're gonna emulate this, you should probably try and get your ramp as close as you can to your roof pitch. I'm really glad that we're just a few good days out of finishing our roof. As we're getting into October here, we are definitely getting into the season where the weather is not so nice. And this year I would not be surprised at all if we started getting snow in late October. So we should get that done pretty quickly, and I am thankful that it seems like it's just in the nick of time. All right, it was a windy day today. Didn't get anything up on the roof, but I did get all of the steel and all the bubble wrap all prepped and ready to go. We got 4 of them all wrapped up in the 2x4 material, so they'll just be real easy to plug in and go. Hopefully it gets some better weather tomorrow, and we'll be able to maybe bang out up to 6. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Well, I was really hoping to be done with the roof by this time, but the first frost is here and there's nothing I can do about it, so we're just gonna have to work through it. Thankfully, all of my steel is already protected under here. I am going to have to try and walk on some of it though, but thankfully that's on the sunny side, so by the time that I'm actually ready to start screwing stuff in today, the sun should be up vertically and warming up this side as well. So hopefully things will still go smooth, but man, we gotta get this roof done. All right, second one in. I got that one down to 27 minutes, so I will take that. That's exactly where I want to be. First one took a little bit longer, but hopefully we can stay on the half-an-hour schedule, and that will make it a lot easier for me to finish the rest of the day. Woo! All right, got
6 up today, and I'm ending right about on time where I thought. Still have to screw them off, and that should only take about half hour to an hour, something like that. But I still have an hour and a half left, so that should be plenty of time. I do have to add some support, or add some additional material up there at the top, just because there was a little bit of a miscalculation up at the top row. That's somewhere along the line, but I think I'll fix that tomorrow. Very successful and productive day, and I love crushing my personal best records for the amount of work I get done. So that makes me super happy. Everybody, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for tagging along. We are so close to being done with the roof, and I am so excited to get this checked off the list. Got a few fixes left to do with some of the screws that didn't quite hit, but that shouldn't take too long. Probably just do that on a half day on Sunday or something like that, and then we'll start on the rest of these and finish this up next week, and then start on framing out the walls. I am super excited to get started on something else. My ankles are killing me, and they will be very happy to start doing something on the ground again. But anyways, hit that thumbs up if this was entertaining or useful to you. If you're into building stuff or living a life of freedom, then definitely hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications when we post videos in the future, because we are going to be posting a lot of cool content that I think is going to help everybody else achieve the level of freedom that they want for themselves in this world, and that is very worthwhile. So like I said, we got lots of cool stuff coming up, and I'll see you guys next time.